is the first episode of Athena Marie TV. I told you guys to look out for this interview with my dad. He's going to be talking about his passion project, and so basically answering questions of like why he decided to do it, but what prompted him to have a passion for what he's about to talk about, which I'll let him go ahead and talk about, and I'll turn it over to you. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. My project is actually with this company called Enagic. It's been around for about 44 for sure, but maybe 45 now. And our thing is helping people to get to true health. And true health for us is basically three things, and that is financial health, physical health, and spiritual, or some people say relationship health. And I found that that's one of the things that everybody needs. It's like having a three-legged stool. You got to have all three in order to be solid. And the vehicle that we actually use to get people there is Kangen water, the device that creates this water. And as a result, the water is just a super fantastic commodity. Most people kind of boo-hoo on, or I can't say that, but don't take water seriously. I mean, not realizing that water is the key ingredient in your life, in your body. You're made of 60 to 70% water, so why wouldn't water be, important? So anyway, we introduced this to people, and as a result, we'll see a lot. We've seen and witnessed a lot of good things so far, especially physically, and then of course it grows into a financial thing for people that join us and help get this word out. Because like our tagline is, we spread true health with compassion, one family at a time. And as I say, some of the simplest water is truly changing people's lives. In fact, our tagline, actually, our mission is that, but the tagline, which is change your water, change your life. Not just your health, but your life. And so as a result, and again, what I was saying, we use the unit and the water as a vehicle to get you wherever you want to go.
So in regards to change your water, change your life, what's the change your life part of it?
Well, that's it. Like those three healths. It's not just change your health, it's change your life. Because if you have your health, obviously that's gonna, and having health is not just enough, because you don't want to be healthy and poor. So then having financial health, now you can, then of course you can't have the finances without the health. A lot of times, like some people say, and I've heard many times, how man will work and spend his health to get money, only to retire and spend his money to regain the health. And that's not the way to go. So if you do it this way, aiming at all three, automatically you're going to be balanced.
Okay. So is there anything else, like why me as a person, like who would benefit from the wealth part? I mean, I'm sure the health part we don't understand, but the wealth part, like how can this help?
Well,
as a vehicle.
Well, so far as the vehicle is, it's a thing of you basically coming in and joining us, locking arms, I should say, with us, and spreading the word, because this is not something that's advertised on TV or through basic media other than us doing it ourselves. It's like a word of mouth thing. And so the company basically, all them advertising and marketing dollars, they basically pay us for, like I try to keep it simple, and that is they basically give us a thank you check for referring this person or that person, and it's a very generous compensation plan. And as I say, as you do it, it's not one of those things like the MLMs and stuff like that you normally see, where you have a quota and stuff like that. A good friend of mine, he took off a whole year to take care of his mom before she passed away. When he came back, he started right where he left off. He didn't have to re-qualify and all this kind of stuff. And
so you do it as your leisure, basically.
Yeah, it's up to you. Like some people's goal is to just get an extra $300 a month. Some people, I understand statistics show that an extra $300 a month can actually keep a person out of bankruptcy or foreclosure. Some that's seemingly as small as $300, where some people's goal is like, in fact, I'll use mine. I retired from UPS and I left probably at least 25 grand on the table. And so the business initially basically started off with me supplementing that, and that it has. And so now I'm going far further than that. And of course, as I say, it's up to you. It applies for everybody. Young people coming in, helping us out and benefiting because of student loans and stuff like that. And a lot of people are in debt and kind of suffering in silence, so to speak, when actually this is something that they can do without quitting their job and go after it and earn as they learn, as they say. In fact, it's a book I read, Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. He goes all into this whole thing, like he was saying how he would literally do this type of business, network marketing, if he had to do it over again. It's simply because you get a real world business education and you get paid as you go, as you learn.
Right. So something I wanted to bring up, or have you bring up, is when you were sharing with me about statistics of like women, how women are doing really well in network marketing, and the article you read regarding our future.
Yeah, well, actually, that really blew my mind. In that same book by Robert Kiyosaki, his wife did this chapter on women, and she exposed some startling statistics about women and money. And a few of them are similar, like 7 out of 10 women will experience poverty in their lives. Out of 4 elderly, 3 are women. And it goes on and on and on and on. And it's like one of the articles that I researched, the title was Scary Statistics About Women and Money. So, and then I found out that women dominate in this arena, or in this way of doing business, the network marketing business. And so therefore I'm just putting them right together, 2 and 2 together. And it's like, well, why that should be my target market really? Because these, the ladies do a whole lot better, and I think it's basically because that nurturing attitude and caring attitude about helping people, because that's what it's really about, is helping people. And so they do a better job than us guys. And so that's something that I'm reaching out to women, and basically I start off by just saying, did you know? And I share a few of these statistics, and sure enough, the average woman I've come across so far, 1, didn't realize it was so serious, and 2, they could use it.
And what are those examples when you say, did you know?
Well, like I was saying, those statistics that I just shared of the thing of 7 out of 10 women living in poverty, and stuff like that. Another one is 47% of women over 50 are single, and they're therefore responsible for their own finances and that kind of thing. So again, it's a lot of things and more than that. And as I look at different articles on that subject, and I'm hearing ladies that are doing symposiums and meetings and stuff specifically for that very reason also. Not having enough insurance and all this kind of stuff. And then another one is going even further, is using this business like with Enagic as a vehicle to get you into building wealth, not just making money, but building wealth. Using this as a vehicle to accumulate finances to invest in something else. Because bottom line, the ultimate for all of us, men and women, is to have our assets to support our lifestyle. And that's something that a lot of people don't even realize, don't even think about or even know about. They just work. So we got a lot of people that look pretty good when we see them. They're living in a nice place, driving a nice car, nice clothes, but at the same time, if something should happen to their flow of income, if they're working, say for 2-3 months, get laid off or whatever, they're devastated. Whereas if they had a few assets, boom, automatic, those assets are going to be working 24/7 while they're asleep. In fact, I think there's two of the richest men in the world, Warren Buffett and what's another one? Microsoft guy. What's it? Cut.
I don't know. I don't remember his name.
Um,
Y'all know who his name is.
Anyway, wow, that's funny. Anyway, both of them basically have said if you haven't found a way to make money 24/7, you're going to have a job or have to work the rest of your life. So again, to me, Enagic is definitely a vehicle that you can use to get where you want to go. You're learning a lot as you go too. That's what, like Kiyosaki was saying. You know, it's a real world business education. He was saying the education we get as we go through this is real, as opposed to receiving theory in a school setting, that kind of thing. So as I say, it's just a one. I mean, to me, it's a wonderful vehicle, and I've learned so much. It's really pulled me out to where I'm talking to more people. I realize the importance of networking all the way around, not just with the business, because everybody that you meet has something special that God has put in them, and as a result, if you never talk to that person, they may have the answer to a question that you have, something that you've been wondering about, and if you don't open up your mouth and start a conversation, make a friend, you missed out. Because I've made a lot of good contacts and what have you, and it's really been a blessing, more than just to make another money. It's the thing of the relationships that I've built, and it's really, really, really a blessing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you can see, he's passionate about rugby soccer. I almost moved myself out of the frame. But for those of you who know me, this is where I get it from.
Yes.
When I talk about my health and wellness stuff. So I'm going to stop for a minute, and we're going to show you guys the wonderful, wonderful machine. As you see, always got water on deck. We've actually become water snobs. Like, people always ask me, when did you start drinking water? I always say my dad brought it into our house a long time ago. But actually, when was that? I don't even remember.
We've had our machine probably about at least 9 years for sure. Therefore, having bottled water in 9 years, and that alone overpaid for the machine. And then, of course, the people that I've recommended. So the price of the machine is a moot point. I mean, it really, really is. It's just a matter of you recognizing the value. And once you recognize the value, you do it, and that's it. It's done. You know, I mean, you think about, if you just calculate how, for your whole family, how much you're spending on even the cheapest bottled water. Some people that are getting the more expensive ones, thinking that they're doing better, when actually a couple of companies right now are in lawsuits right now because they lied, saying that they're, alkaline 9.5 or whatever the case may be, and they found out that they weren't. And yet here it is, the people, the public has been paying all this extra money, thinking they're getting something more pure or, better. And come to find out, no better than tap water, filtered tap water.
Right.
So again, one of the simple questions I ask people too about any bottled water, how long has it been in that bottle? And if it's plastic, it's been in some kind of container, because a lot of times stores not being so up on the technology, or not technology, you don't even need technology, but just being ignorant. They are placing bottled water in the front of the store, right in the sun, and then of course, or inside at the window, and the sun is hitting right on it, and of course that plastic is leaching into the water, which has been, from what I understand, linked to breast cancer and all kind of other things. So again, it's a thing for us, is educating people about something as simple as water. Water is not water, because the whole deal is like Flint, Michigan, as a good example. You can clearly see that something's wrong with that water, because you can see the discoloration of it. Whereas, a lot of different places, but that's something you can see. But now think about it. I was sharing this with my doctor, because he knows what I do, and he mentioned that. And I asked, and the thing I said with him is, I said, doctor, think about this: the water that is clear, unless you test it, it can be just as bad, if not worse. So. So
that way, before you go on, that's something new just came out, an article last month that I read. Actually, it was on Facebook. It was a video showing that Dasani, basically, those waters had clear parasites in them. And it said maybe 3 people calling, because I guess the one that really stuck out in my head is the lady was giving her dog water, and as she was pouring, she started seeing clumps go in. And then you taking a closer look, and you can see just little black eyeballs and the clear bodies. So you could be drinking clear parasites. Okay guys, so we're back. Now we're gonna just show you the machine. I know myself, I get a lot of questions about how do you hook it up in a kitchen. In the beginning, my dad didn't have it separated, so it was hooked up to the main line. You could be my Vanna White right quick and show this the main line. So it was hooked up to the main line, and then because he has a he knows someone or a company that does custom fits, custom installs. So now it does not interfere with you washing your dishes. You have your own pipeline. So it's like having a beer, having beer on tap. So I'll let him take over the rest and show you about the machine.
All right, basically, this basically is like what you were saying, is a faucet that is designed specifically for the machine. There's about 3, if not 4 of them that was specifically designed by the company. Actually, the company is called Ion Faucet. This so happened we just had our kitchen redone, so I got the more modern one. Then you just basically twist that, and turns on the water, and of course your water, mainly drinking water, comes here. The runoff water comes here. Basically, it's splitting the pH of 14, and and you can sometimes people use the runoff water to water their plants. That's more into conserving and what have you. But anyway, the basic operation is you got your Kangen water here. We got 9.5.
Kangen water 8.5.
8.5.
Kangen water 9.0.
And
Kangen
9.5.
water 9.5.
Then we got clean water, which is good for like baby formulas.
Clean water.
Or good for medication, taking your medication. And the reason for that is some medications, not all, if you do it with the Kangen water, it will accelerate it. You know, instead of being time release, it's going to shoot it right into your system. So we recommend taking your medication with the clean water, just to be on the safe side. I know a lot of people do their medications, even the doctor I know, with the Kangen. He has no problem at all. But anyway, to be safe, you know, we want to cover ourselves. Then we got the beauty water.
Beauty water. Beauty water basically is good primarily for your skin and hair. It's good for I was told that it's good for even cleaning windows and stuff. But of course, once you get it, you'll see start using it for a lot of other uses also. But primarily, it's good for skin and hair. It's the same pH of your skin, which is basically roughly 5.5 to 6.0. And then of course down here, strong acidic water.
We have the 2.5 water. It's good for sanitation, cleaning bacteria and germs off of surface counters. Basically, like I tell people, anything that you want to kill bacteria and germs, that's what you use this water for. But simultaneously, when this water is coming from this hose, this opening, the 11.5 is coming from the top hose. And so therefore, when we do this, my wife and I, we basically clean a lot of our fruit and vegetables with 11.5. We'll just collect the 2.5 for use for later. We have that in all our bathrooms, spray bottle and other bottles like this that we can use, that we just label. And like my wife and I, we use this as like a mouthwash also. And then after using that, because it's so low of a pH, we'll rinse with either clean water or 11.5. You know, just to get that
balance the pH out.
Right. And so basically that's the operation of the different waters. Now a lot of people know the machine for the Kangen water, but the true value comes from not only the drinking water, but the other waters also. Like the Japanese call it function waters, because every change in the pH will give you different functions at which you can use it.
And so again, like I said, to me, this unit is worth the price of this water alone. Like from what I understand, it will kill bacteria and germs of all sorts in a matter of like under a minute. Like some at 30 seconds or something like that. So as I say, just think of things that you want to kill bacteria and germs. I've obviously experimented with a lot of different things, and the cool thing about it, like I tell people, you can experiment because it's water, so it's not like taking a drug or something like that and having some kind of crazy or dangerous side effect. One instance, a guy had an earache. I told him about it. I gave him some, and it cleared his the earache. And not only that, he went a step further from what I even knew, and he used it as a sinus cleaner and used a neti pot, and that blew me away alone, just because I never heard of nothing like that, but it worked for him. So again, we got that water, and then of course the beauty water, again, like I said, for skin and hair. I personally use it before and after shaving, because it basically, and of course the ladies know more about it so far as when they understand the toners and stuff like that. And because again, the Kangen water, start off with, we normally recommend starting off with the 8.5, moving up to 9, and then the 9.5. Then of course you kind of figure out which one works best for you. I have people that the 8.5 works just fantastic for them. They don't have no need to go higher. And then some people want to go straight to the highest one because they know it has a detox effect, and they understand detox. So it's like, give it to me. I want to clean myself out, that kind of thing. But you can do it slower, going from here up to there. But yeah, that's your choice. But anyway, as I say, this is basically this is the Rockstar, and of course we have another model that's above this one now, and that is the K8, which is highly recommended. In fact, we are constantly running out of those, or constantly on back order. But again, this is my workhorse. It's been around for over 9 years, and it's still running just as good as when I first got it, providing that I continue the maintenance on it, which is very simple also. Another question that a lot of people ask is, how often do you have to clean the filter? Filter is right over here, right there, and usually for the average person it's maybe once a year. For me, because I share a lot of water, it's like 2 times a year.
And you put the date when you changed it.
Right. And then also the machine will tell you also, because it has a counter, to where it will tell you it's time to change your filter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about anything needed for using these waters?
Just, and I emphasize just for this setting here, you need this solution here. And basically all it is a salt solution. When you add salt to electricity, water and salt water to electricity, it enhances it. And that's exactly what this is called, is enhancing fluid. It's not some kind of chemical like some people in the competition online would tell you, try to make you believe that we're putting something in the water. No, this solution is only for this.
Just to get the 11?
Not the drinking water. A lot of times people have tried to falsely accused us of putting stuff in our water to make the Kangen water so well. No, I can literally pull this tank out of here and I still can make Kangen water. It's just for this one. This goes together. All right. And that's it.
All right. So now you've heard the 3 Ys basically, which was health, wellness, and the other one?
Oh, the 3 legs. It's physical health, financial health, and spiritual or mental health. Peace of mind, I like to say, or relationship health.
Gotcha.
Because when you got your money right and you're feeling good,
Your
you're
mind's
automatically
gonna
going to be very much at peace.
Right.
And if you need that, just let us know.
So if they wanted to contact you, how could they do that?
Well, I didn't have it on tape. Well, you can contact me directly. My phone number is 310-346-0940. And of course, one of my websites is craigswaterchoice.com. And another one actually is thebestwater, spelled out, .com.
and you can get the whole gamut of all the various models that we have. More description of the units themselves, and there's some videotapes also on there where you can see an actual demo where you can see the water absolutely totally explained in more details. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right, y'all. So there you go. Okay, guys. So I am glad I was able to get my dad on tape. And he just turned on the air conditioning, if you hear that. So it's okay, Dad. You can leave it on. It's hot. You can leave it on for real. We need some air circulating up in here. But yeah, so if you would like to contact him, go ahead and you know, give him a call or check on the website. It has a lot of information there. And other than that, I look forward to the upload, and should be having another interview with my chiropractor actually. So like I said, on this channel we're basically going to be a little bit more serious, but not too serious, but basically education, motivation, inspiration, so that people can make better choices and have options other than just allopathic medicine. So look forward to seeing you guys later. Bye.